Good morning again. Welcome everybody to the Healing Light Fellowship Church. I'm Don Beneda, and I will have the pleasure of being your speaker this morning. Some of you may know me as the resident message hog. I will take that too. My topic today is making room for the new. How many of us can relate to the song we just heard? I know I surely can. God only knows our entire story. Beginning to end, every detail, past, present, and even the future. God only knows. We let out dribs and drabs of our lives for the entire world to see. A little bit more detail to those in our lives that we're a little closer with. A select few even get more insight into our true selves. God knows every hope, dream, disappointment, heartache, failure, success, joy, accomplishment, and most of all, our intention. Now picture the person sitting next to you. Realize that they are exactly the same as you, only in their own unique way. We have slim to no idea of the details of the past that have brought them here today. Yet, we share a common interest, that being the direction we are choosing to head. We are on a common quest seeking discovery and advancement in our spirituality. My own spiritual quest started many years ago. I have always had a fascination with life after the earth plane. I've attended many psychic fairs, had a few readings, and read several books on the subject. My interest really peaked after attending a fundraiser for a spiritual church where I met the reverends here today as well as some of the other fellowship. The energy was phenomenal. I received 2 messages that were spot on. One message being from Reverend Lydia. She was doing billet blindfolds. I was blown away. At the end of the evening, it was announced that there would be a healing service the following week. As the week went by, I found myself speaking more and more about the experience I had had the previous weekend. And I decided to check out the healing service. I was amazed that people actually recognized me after being there only once. Reverend Joe and Reverend Lydia welcomed me back and offered to answer any questions I might have. After the healing service, a message service took place, much as will happen today in the second part of our service. I received a life-changing message from my grandfather Rudy via the song Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. He hated that song. He was concerned about my vision and told me to get my eyes checked. There were a few more things said confirming that it was really Brigham's, and he stressed the importance of an optical exam. I promised that I would promptly attend to it and was thrilled to have heard from my grandfather. He crossed over the spring before my 4th birthday. Following the advice, I scheduled an exam as soon as possible. The eye doctor performed a new procedure. It was a digital exam they had just started doing, and saw something out of the ordinary, referring me to a retinal specialist. Upon seeing the specialist the following Monday, I was scheduled for emergency surgery Tuesday morning at 7 a.m. I had a retina that was detaching from the bottom but not had affected the line of my vision yet. The doctor said to me, "You must have an angel sitting on your shoulder." And I looked at him and I said, "Dude, you don't know the half of it." The surgery was successful. In fact, my vision is better now than ever, to the doctor's amazement. Following this aha moment, I have been completely absorbed with my spiritual growth. In the years since, I have become a Reiki master, have completed and been certified to do past life regressions, have completed levels 1, 2, and 3 of spiritual awareness training, and I'm totally stoked about starting level 4 later this month. I sincerely believe that spirituality finds you when it's the right time. I always regretted not having started sooner, but please don't take this as a bragging list. I in no way mean it in that context. It is merely meant as an overview of how I got here today, and I'm thrilled to be spending it with you. It's not all about you. It's not all about you. How many times have we heard this through our lifetime? Parents, teachers, bosses, spouses, and on and on. We have been told we have turned into an I, me society. We have become self-centered, self-absorbed, and it's my way or the highway. Well, I'm here to tell you today it is all about you. It's about you, me, and your energy. The energy, your energy, my energy, has an effect on the universe. The way you speak, the things you do or don't do, even the way you think. We all know how a single negative person can totally bring down the mood in the entire office. On the other hand, a positive person projecting higher energy can propel that same atmosphere into a light and cheery situation. We have all witnessed in some way, perhaps at a party or some other gathering that was dull or lackluster, the difference in the energy shift by one person entering the room, the life of the party. People started laughing, conversation flows more easily, the ice has been broken, and it's all about the energy. The energy projected reset the tone for the entire function. You need to be that person. That energy. All you have to do is make a conscious choice to do it. Start small and build from there. A heartfelt, sunny good morning is a great way to start. The past year has brought many changes into my life. Good, bad, expected, and totally by surprise. First came the pandemic. I was furloughed from my job and found myself on unemployment for the first time in my life, after 46 years of steady employment. I then decided to consolidate households with my brother, purging 19 years of accumulation from my home and 22 years of accumulation from his. Redecorating, cleaning, painting, etc. I never would have had the time or energy to do this if I was working. It took 2 solid months of concentrated effort. We had to switch our level 2 spiritual classes to Zoom. In doing so, having to utilize my brother's computer to attend classes, I made the commitment to move. We concentrated mostly on the interior of the home first, And boy, did it feel great to get rid of all the junk. My junk, his junk. I think we probably made 40 trips with 2 cars to Goodwill. The one Saturday after the 8th double trip, my brother slipped the kid a 20 and said, get pizza for you guys for lunch. The energy felt better and stronger. I completed a course in past life regression. If I was working, I would not have been allowed the time to concentrate on this training. As a result, my energy was increased due to the concentration of my fellow students. Yet, another positive out of a negative. Back at the ranch, dead landscaping was getting ripped out, fall bulbs were planted, the spring crop are on order, I think they're shipping the 17th. We had electrical upgrades done, and I totaled my car. I was slightly injured in the accident and required some home confinement. As a result, I avoided catching COVID from my boss. I was not in contact with him when he tested positive, and I was saved by the bullet. I thank you, Spirit. I also got a great deal on a newer vehicle under warranty. It's totally amazing how things work if you pay attention and connect the dots. So as it turns out, I've developed a totally different and continually improving relationship with my brother. I've learned to let people in. We need them as much as they need us. Thankfully, I've been able to devote more time to my spiritual pursuits, and the work situation will work out with Spirit's help and guidance. I have learned we all need help. It is really out there. You just have to ask. The people in your life are more than happy to do it. By allowing others to help you, it can strengthen our relationships and boost our energy. Over the past year, we've been bombarded daily with election this, election that, COVID this, death toll that, etc., etc. The energy around us was confused and panic-stricken. Our minds were cluttered with useless panic, fear, and even hatred. Many people suffered from depression, panic attacks, and created rifts with family members and friends over opinions, fears, and an ever-abundance of misinformation. We became right fighters and cut off others without a single thought of how they felt. To ensure our spiritual growth, we must purge ourselves of ideas and ideals that no longer serve us, to make room for the new ideas and concepts that promote growth. This is how we are opened up. This is how we are made aware. We must forgive others the way we wish to be forgiven. This is a two-way street. It will never work one-sided. You have to put in the work to get the results. As we put that into perspective, we may recall something we may have said or done and wonder, how did that serve me? Perhaps we hurt someone or escalated a situation we could have just as easily diffused. That's progression. Identifying that a better choice could have been made to ensure a smoother outcome. Hopefully we will take a different stance the next time we are presented with this. And yes, there will be a next time. We are encountering lessons constantly, and they will keep showing up until we get them right. When we are presented with difficult conflicts or struggle of some type, we need to identify the lesson involved. The more we concentrate on the better we get at the identification and resolution. I don't remember where I first heard it, but I love this quote and try to apply it in my life. Contentment is much less about the hand you were dealt and more on how you deal with it. Our world is constantly changing. The earth rotates in only one direction. You can't go backwards. It is our job to embrace the current climate of our lives and find the blessings. It may be hard, but we accept that everything happens for a reason. We have chosen to be right here, right now. We've chosen to learn the lessons that are presently being put before us. We have charted this path and all of the people that cross it. They are here to help us as we are here to help them. The lessons they are here to help us with may be extremely difficult. We may have been working on them for many lifetimes, having no clue what less than honorable things we have done in our past lives. We cannot judge others. We have purposely chosen the people who are to help us with these lessons. We agreed to this and made a contract to fulfill it. Keeping this in mind, we must absolutely respect the God spark in each and every individual. No matter how much we may disagree, we understand that God's love for them is no less than God's love for me. We must forgive everyone that hurts us in the same way we wish to be forgiven. That's exactly how it works. No more, no less. The energy in the universe is in a state of confusion. With all that has gone on in the recent past, it's kind of all over the place. A little scrambled, if you will. It's up to us to choose to bring the energy up to a higher, clearer level to make room for the new. Knowing that God is in control, not us, we need to trust in the plan. We need to choose to be happy, healthy, loving, compassionate, forgiving people. We need to keep our energy high and clear, keep a positive outlook, make our surroundings brighter, love and heal all God's children, respect the God spark in everyone, and pray for the highest good for our country, our world, and our universe. If we all choose to raise the energy within us and promote happiness, it will make a difference. Will you join me in raising the energy and choosing to be happy? Let's do it. I know we can. Thank you.